Movement. Everything has a place to go. From the squirrel in the tree to the kid biking down the trail. We all have an objective, and we need energy to achieve it. So where do we get this energy from? Squirrels eat nuts, a bike feeds on gravity, and we have fuel. Modern society simply can't get enough of it. Petroleum, natural gas, and coal make up our world. Life would be drastically different without it. And it's good. We need the lights to turn on. But there's a downside. We, humans, dump 2.4 million pounds of carbon dioxide into the air each second to satisfy an unsustainable appetite for energy. Greenhouse gas pollution damages the atmosphere and contributes to global warming. The scope of damage is broad, from the ocean's acidification to the threat of rising sea levels in cities. We can't undo the damage we have created. We can't stop using energy either, but we can empower ourselves through innovation to transform CO2's management in society. The only way to attack the CO2 problem is through a variety of ways. A holistic, practical approach in decreasing CO2 level is mankind's best plan of action. We must reduce the amount of fuel we consume, create better ways to store CO2 safely and feasibly, and seize its potential as a contributor to clean energy production. We can't undo the past, but we can move forward. So let's make a better world. The first step to holistically tackling carbon pollution is reducing energy consumption. We are surrounded by new, efficient technologies that allow us to save energy and money. Electric cars can solve for some of the CO2 released through transportation. New, efficient home controlling can decrease our demand for energy domestically. And little things, like switching a light bulb, can save our world a little too.
The carbon footprint of the more efficient lights will produce 1/10 of the current size.
Hybrid and electric cars are actually more efficient and they produce 40% less carbon.
So, are all of our problems solved then?
No, there isn't just one answer. Reducing is important, but again, carbon management must be tackled holistically. Carbon pollution must be both reduced and optimized. The ball is in our court. We can use carbon to our advantage. When CO2 is reacted with methane, the products are carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. The two monomers produced already serve as building blocks for producing other industrial products, allowing us to recycle and utilize carbon dioxide. But there's a problem. Splitting CO2 takes energy. However, scientist PJ Borsos has the answer. In his solution, the splitting of CO2 is driven by osmosis. Osmotic power harnesses the electricity generated by the passing ions through a charged membrane separating fresh water from salt water. The super thin nanopore membrane allows for the osmosis of ions. And there's good news.
The materials for the nanopores are common and cheap, and once we figure out how to mass produce and optimize these membranes, then they're going to be widespread.
And it's powerful.
So after optimization, we're very confident that we'll be able to surpass 1 megawatt per square meter of membrane. This can be in many river estuaries where salt water meets fresh water, and these will work 24 hours a day.
That makes it better than any other type of renewable energy, and that's why osmosis is the future. But we still have to do something with the leftover CO2. Some suggest sequestration, which is potentially dangerous and unpredictable, but chemical engineer Max Goldstein has another plan.
Well, mineral carbonization is the ideal form of storage. In the process, carbon dioxide is captured, pressurized, and then injected into basaltic rocks with water. Once captured, its acidity leaches into elements like calcium, and eventually the elements recombine to form solid, benign minerals like limestone.
This is the safe and cheap option, and is the future of CO2 storage. So that's it. Now, close your eyes and imagine that you're in space. Look down upon Earth. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it worthy of life? Isn't it worth fighting for? We must take a holistic approach to save our planet.